I'm sorry, did you hear that? Okay. Wow! I always make my black coffee right before I start filming and it ends up being really, really hot, so I cannot sip it for the majority of the video. So I'm just going to hold it for now so you can see the lovely logo. The link to all of my merch is in the description below. Do go and check it out. I do update it whenever I release a new song, which also you can check out over on Spotify and any major streaming platform, because there'll be more original music coming very, very soon, so more merch. But go grab yourself something nice. It's January after all. No, I was just about to drink it and I just said it was hot. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? I'm Jennifer Glatzhofer, but you can call me Jen. And today I'm really excited. I got a comment about the Indonesian Idol 2025. So we're going to watch a performer today. As always, this is a reaction and an analysis video, so I will be stopping and talking about the vocals. But if you find the pausing and the talking a bit too much, I have popped the link to the original video in the description below. This is Shabrina's performance of My Mind. I have reacted to and broken down Yeba, the original artist of My Mind, but I'm really excited to hearing a new vocalist over here, and of course this stunning song again. If you are eager to find out what I'm reacting to next, then do go and check me out over on Patreon. The link is in the description below. I post updates, you have Discord access, there's monthly chats. Occasionally I post a Patreon exclusive content. I needed to breathe. All that's left to do is hit that subscribe button and the bell button, and let's get to My Mind by Shabrina. So I have just watched the introduction where the judges and Shabrina are talking, and it's an audition. This is the first time they're hearing her sing in the content of the Indonesian Idol. Let's go.
The door and lay down next to me.
Sorry, I had to stop there actually because it said that she's a wedding singer. I also sing in weddings. So I'm in a wedding band. We are a wedding band called Joyrider. Fun little plug for us. But anyway, no, I want to just go back straight to, I wanted to hear a little bit of the lyrics sung as well, just to see how Shabrina would approach the first opening words. Wow, there is a lot of breath coming through her vocals kind of continuously throughout, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. There's a bit more resistance in her vocal folds, but otherwise there's a continuous stream of breath in her vocals, which just mystifies this whole feeling. You know, the pace, the tempo of the song is pretty slow. Da 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 da. You know, it kind of everything's kind of fits the slow pace of it. So having this breath continuously there creates this space around the words. I loved what she did at this beginning. There's so much control. I love also just seeing how the performer, the singer, is standing. She's not moving. She's holding that mic. She's really super, super still. I love what she's doing at the beginning. Again, tons of breath. There's a little bit of a vocal flip occasionally. I think there's one specific point. We'll go back to the beginning just so we can hear it. But there's such a fluidity and ease in her voice. It's beautiful. So just on that, there's a aspirate onset as we approach the note. An onset is how we approach the note, and then there's breath throughout it. Then even as we fade out at the end, it kind of like diminuendos gets a little bit quieter. We get a little bit of a vibrato, a little bit of that crackle as we then go towards more of that the breath is leading that sound. So we kind of get a break between that breath and contact of the vocal folds. And I love this part. Yeah, it's kind of like she starts on a so we get a bit of a different contact now, but we get swells in it. She's kind of like painting, swerving around. It's beautiful. Ooh, and that fall down. Yeah. She kind of starts this with a Y, so it's kind of a smooth onset. So far we've started with multiple different onsets already. Then that breath comes through in that passageway, but da 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 da. That fall down is beautiful. Opening up. I talked right over it, but there's like a cry right there. Okay, here we go. So we're right close. This is the first time now she's on the words. Where are we here? She's not getting a full thick connection down here in the lower territory, but what she's doing, which she has showed us beautifully already, is sending lots of breath down there. Kind of like not allowing the vocal folds to make too much contact. I'm having a bit of trouble saying contact today. Okay, it is an F3 actually. She's kind of like got this open sob quality down here to create this overall dark feeling, and then sending lots of breath. I'm not 100% sure of the melody there. And that open swallowed feel.
You closed the door and lay down next to me. But then I heard you say her name in your sleep.
Woo.
Your dirty secret too far gone to keep.
Okay, this is such a great start because I feel like she's really understanding the lyrics and listening to the lyrics. I love how she's kind of like, look at this pause right here. She's like pinching a little bit in the nose, points there, really kind of matching, you know, just feeling where she wants to go, because there's that lovely slide in her vocal where she lets the vocals kind of just go wherever she wants it to go. Not too focused on the pitch as such, just more like more of the emotion come through it. I love that already. She's not afraid to kind of show us that vulnerable side. This is an audition. This is the first time we're like, you know, I love how she's not keeping it clean, like keeping it precise and perfect, but it sounds wonderful and perfect. This is what I mean. Oh, I love it.
Lay down next to me. But then I heard you say her name in your sleep. Your dirty.
Oh, sorry, I stopped at the same spot, but because, yeah, this is the moment where she kind of just really allows herself to say, you know, feel what she is singing. Yeah, sleep. And then we get that sigh out, the aspirate offset here. It's so powerful. I'm going to let it play for a little bit. We'll see.
Her name in your sleep. Your dirty secret too far gone to keep. About to lose my.
I always do this run up wrong. I think last time when I did the Yebba thing, the Yebba performance, I was hitting a wrong note. It's so fast. Da. Yeah, anyway, it's just a lot of breath in there. It's so stunning. What makes it so much more of a standout part, even though we know it's coming up and it's beautifully thinner, you know, falsetto breath quality in there, is the connection just beforehand. It makes that difference way bigger. If we were having a lot of breath in the parts just before, that sudden change to a higher breath quality wouldn't be as a standout as it is. She's so beautifully connected down here now as well. And on that about, it's kind of like we skip the about and we kind of put an instead. I know a and a b has the same connection, right, with our lips, but it's not a harsh b like a plosive. It's a bout. There's a little bit of a just beforehand.
About to lose my mind. About to lose my.
Woo, that piano, brum. I love the eye contact as she's looking up. Again, she's really just, she is understanding her voice so much and not just kind of placing it in an area to showcase how good she is. She's just like, I'm connecting to this song. This song means a lot and I'm going to sing it. As she's going through that ascend, up here. She's kind of keeping her mouth closed, singing through the diphthong because it allows her to be a little bit smaller within her mouth, and she kind of like is quite vulnerable and small. There's lovely flips as well as we kind of hear a little bit of a cry, a little bit of a sudden break in her vocal folds as we gain that contact. Again, I've had struggles with that word today. Mama! It's like she kind of throws a little bit, not like that, throws a little bit of an aspirate in between mind. Mama! I'm trying, it's hard to do slow. She keeps... Oh! I'm sorry, did we hear that first? We get lots more resistance in the vocal folds. We're getting a lot more contact. Not sending as much breath as we did earlier because now we're on a big belty sound. We're a lot more dynamically louder. Look how open her mouth is compared to that. As we kind of keep closed. Again, I'm not doing the right one. I would need to listen to it a little bit more. But she's open. She's kind of leaning back a little bit. We are getting a bit more of a open, like lift up of the neck, but rather it be a reach and tense. She's kind of sinking into it, and we're kind of holding the mic stand as well, rocking back, so we're getting that anchor point. Yeah, she's allowing a little bit more of an open engagement here with the cricord muscle to belt this beautiful sound. Then, first of all, actually, nice wide vibrato. We can feel that open pharynx at the back, nice open space. Then this run that just was so fast. Oh my goodness, what did she do there? And then before actually going into that run, she approaches this section of the song with a whoa, which I actually would encourage you, if you want to work on this part of your voice, this mixed belt quality, is use a whoa sound. Whoa, whoa! It encourages us to kind of keep a bit narrow. Why? Might get a bit too spread, but whoa! We increase this whiny feel. What? And she kind of leans into it. She's doing it all there. And then
How could you do this to me? If I ever leave.
Ooh, okay, so she's showcasing beautifully now in this audition. Hey, I'm a riffer, I'm a runner, I love to put this in, but she didn't show us a lot of that right at the beginning because she's building up to it. Now this section of the song allows us to kind of cover that part of the voice and showcases this beautiful agility that she has, the strength in her vocal folds. And not only is she then riffing around in her vocals, she's also strengthening down in the bottom notes. Now we're getting much more of a thicker fold quality, and then thinning up at the top as well. She is kind of landing into this part a little bit of placement in her vocals, which is very emotive. It kind of has this pain, this kind of angst behind it. So I think it's like, it's that more of a, I'm landing in this because I am a bit tense. We've seen that she's been like, what? She's opening up here, so she can do this. This placement here, which might feel, it's not something we want to work towards. If you're working on this sound, this is something that we want to avoid. If it comes later on because we're being emotional and connecting to the lyrics, then that's a completely different thing because she has showcased both, that she doesn't need to do that. This is so good. I love how she's running around. This is a high note, and she's getting a lovely, let's just check in with the keyboard on my phone. E flat, okay, E flat 5. So we are way up in this thinner quality, and to maintain a thicker, fuller sound, we need to activate our mix. The mix being the blend of our chest voice quality, of our head voice quality. It's not going to be thick, full chest voice. Like this is going to be like reaching. We want to make sure we have a little bit of, it's really hard to talk in our head voice. Woo! But we want to make sure we've got qualities of both, so we've got that support. And she's actually on this do vowel, but making it a bit more of an so we get a bit more of a drop. Very fast vibrato now. Yeah, so notice how in that passageway, when she is swapping, you know, speaking, singing words, it's very, she's kind of got a nice drop, nice narrow placement. Then on the end of the phrases, she kind of gets into that closed E. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of E vowels towards the end of the phrases anyway, so it kind of calls for that. But she is allowing the kind of teeth to come together, which, like I said earlier, I would naturally say to avoid that because it can cause tension. Like if you just do that with your teeth now, you can feel how the jaw kind of wants to come forward maybe. It's in a placement that maybe it doesn't feel comfortable. However, if it then comes out because of the emotion behind it and you're kind of not thinking of it, then that's something different because, and also she's only doing it right at the very end. She's holding it. There's a bit of like angst behind it. So I love that. There's a little bit of a growl that she plays with here as well. Yeah, she plays with the vowels. Again, mixture of the drop. She goes into this one, and again she goes back to this kind of quality, this comfort place. It's kind of like what she likes doing. But in that lead up before the da, which again I think it's an E flat, is that correct? Is that back up here? Yeah, E flat there, dropping down. Those the lower notes just before that note. She's kind of setting herself up, not myself, I'm not singing it then. She's setting herself up with that drop jaw. Look, notice the pattern. Some stay, I think. She lets that sound sink back as well. Oh. Okay, I want to encourage this though. Look how she opens and presents her arm. Mama! She's kind of got this nice arm open. It's a nice anchor point. We've got that support now within her. This is beautiful. I love how she's really just connecting with her vocals and allowing it to go wherever she wants. She's not too focused. I grew up being a perfectionist. I was like, I need to hit every single note right. I have lost a lot of that, which I'm really thankful for because I think something that can really hold us back is focusing a lot on that. We want to focus more on the storytelling. Yes, there's lots of technique going behind. We can see how she's like her agility. We can see how she's then connecting and sending lots of breath through, dropping her jaw, if this is a conscious thing or not, but that is allowing her to send that voice out. And I just love how this open presentation of the arm is a good, strong visual, but I just, it's so good. It's nice open. Ooh, we went into a bit of a nasal quality there as well. So showcasing this. My mind. It's like when she does this run, sometimes she goes, bringing in a bit of a nasal quality just means we can play with a bit more of a smaller space. It's a little bit more in our control because it's a smaller space. So there's less factors that we can play with. So this is a good thing. She brings it down as well, the volume changed. Look at this soft, delicate vibrato. What a fab audition. This was 12 days ago that it came onto YouTube. Do we know, has she sung more in this competition? Please let me know in the comments below because I want to know more. Literally head in hands.
I think about you all the time.
Aww. Gosh, she literally said that last line and she was like, hello. Again, we brought in a little bit of a growl. So there was kind of two moments that we had a little bit of a kind of growl moment, which is great because it's like, oh, what else can we sing? What other genres can we look at maybe? She showcased a lot in that performance. I mean, bringing Yeba, My Mind, into an audition, wow, and then to do it like that, amazing. That aspirate onset again. That was so beautiful. That was so good.
Gila, Shabrina.
I absolutely love coming across a new singer, so thank you very much for bringing Shabrina to my attention in the comment section. I can't remember what video it was on, but we're here now. Please let me know if there have been more performances by Shabrina on the Indonesian Idol, as I would love to check more out. I just think that was such a perfect audition because there was just this like let go of precision, but there was such precision in it, like the agility, the strength, and the wonderful showcase that she was doing. And I loved it. If you learned a thing or two during this reaction and analysis video, please do go and check me out over on Patreon. There's more content going on over there. And of course, do go and check me out over on Spotify or whatever platform you use to stream music. I have original content over there, and there is more to come, including a full album. Which, by the way, for those of you who are wanting a physical copy, you'll be getting, if you want, a physical copy before it comes out over on Spotify and stuff, so you could be among the first few that listen to the full album first. The information to that will be coming very, very soon. But hit that subscribe button and the bell button, and I'll see you very soon for another video. Bye!